never been very good with horror. Whether it's Resident Evil, Silent Hill, or oh fuck! I never really gave horror games a chance. But there is one horror series I have recently gotten into, Alan Wake. Remedy Entertainment's psychological horror series that started off as an action-adventure game in 2010. Here you play as Sir Alan Wake, writer extraordinaire as he fights to prevent a horror story of his own making from becoming reality and releasing a dark entity from the depths of Cauldron Lake. Alan Wake prevents Cauldron Lake from becoming Awake, written by Sam Lake. I recently played the original game as a way to get into horror games, and I can't lie, I got pretty hooked. I'm not scared anymore. I'm scared. I'm actually scared. I'm actually terrified. Now I've played every game in the series, experienced the story, laughed, cried, yelled at Sam Lake, and eagerly await the next game from the team behind them. But Alan Wake games did leave me with an interesting question. You see, in Alan Wake, you are fighting the Taken, possessed souls who are shrouded in darkness. This shroud of darkness prevents anything from harming them. So what do you use to take out the Taken? A flashlight. Every encounter starts with two things, a flashlight and a gun. Shine them with the flashlight, pop them with the gun. But what if you didn't have the flashlight? Could you still kill the Taken without the light? Could you beat Alan Wake without a flashlight? Stephen King once wrote that if you liked being a teenager, there's something wrong with you. With so much life ahead, how can you fixate on a time so short in your lifespan? To say you have peaked in high school is akin to forfeiting the future you have yet to write. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer, and I'm about to commit vehicular manslaughter. The opening of Alan Wake sees us in a dream sequence where Alan is chased by the dark-covered versions of his own written characters. It's here where we learn the basic mechanics of the game and where I can lay out the rules for this challenge. As explained a moment ago, you do two things in Alan Wake. Burn with flashlights, commit first-degree murder. To be able to commit first degree, we must first burn the darkness out of enemies, as shown by this lens flare effect whenever we point a light at them. Back the fuck up! Our flashlight is our main tool for burning the darkness out, so for this challenge, all we have to do is turn off the light. Unfortunately for us, Alan won't learn how to turn off the flashlight for another 13 years. In the original game, your flashlight is always on. There's no way to manually turn it off. It's required to be turned on, but that does not mean we have to use it. Our rules for this challenge are simple. We must complete Alan Wake without ever popping any darkness with our flashlight. Now, since the flashlight is always on, we can't avoid doing any burn damage. The flashlight will always occasionally burn them while dodging or getting hit. So to work around this, we have to make sure that any enemies we do burn out are primarily burned by other sources. If our flashlight ever does too much burn or pops an enemy, we reset to the previous checkpoint. And very importantly, we cannot boost our flashlight. By aiming down sights, you can boost the power of your flashlight at the cost of battery. Since our goal is to not use the battery, we're not going to be using the boost. There will, however, be a grace period of about 1 second to aim a shot if needed. Finally, the last rule of the challenge is that if at any point in the run I have to use a flashlight, I must gift a sub to my Twitch chat, which is also where I stream this entire challenge live. You should check it out sometime, I don't know. With the rules of the challenge laid out, we can now go through the rest of the tutorial, learn the basic mechanics of the game, and fart our way through a group of Taken towards a lighthouse. With no light source we can use, there is no way for us to kill these enemies normally, so we instead use the greatest trick in the book. Running away. And we're all good. Don't worry about that, that's not a problem. It happens all the time. We use the patented running away trick to make it all the way to the lighthouse, where we'll supposedly be safe from the darkness. Oh no.
Shh, Alan, it's okay. Just another nightmare. Was it the car crash again?
One of these days, I'll get him for real.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here. No need to worry, Alan. Nobody in this backwater town's gonna know you're the #1 fanfiction writer on fanfiction.net.
My lord, is that Alan Wake, the #1 fanfiction writer on fanfiction.net? Great. This opening section in the game is sans any flashlights both in the town itself and the cabin shortly after. We won't be facing any threats to our run in these early bits. Only rabid fans.
Oh my god, Alan Wake, I am your biggest fan! I have favorited every single one of your stories. I have read your Batman x Iron Man romance to sleep every single night and keep a body pillow of you next to me to cuddle whenever I need a little pick-me-up. Oh, and then...
Right.
Oh, it's too dark in there. The feds like to hide in the dark.
These locals are crazy.
Hello.
Jesus!
Would you like a cabin? Free of charge. A perfect getaway for you and your wife.
Thanks. Hey, wait, how did you know I had a... Well, I always wanted a cabin.
Hey, where did you get this cabin from?
Betty White at a funeral.
Alan, I got a surprise for you.
Oh, I hope it's a gun. Alice, what is this?
I know you've been having a hard time writing endings for all your fan fictions, so I thought now would be a great...
Damn it, Alice! You're asking me to finish them too?
Hey, wait, hear me out. There's this local by the name of Dr. Hartman. He has this new service to help artists. He can help you auto-generate new ideas for...
I just need to get the stories over with?
No, that's not what I meant. Alan? Alan?
Any ending will do. That's all you people want from me. Ah, god damn it! Alice? Oh no! After diving in the water after Alice, Alan wakes up in a car crash akin to my first night drinking in Rhode Island, don't ask. Lost in the woods with no memory of what had happened, Alan makes his way to a gas station on the other side of the river. As he travels down, he finds manuscript pages of his own writing scattered around the forest. These pages detail the events currently unfolding around him, including his encounter with the cabin landlord, Carl Stuckey.
Oh hell. Carl Stuckey. Fair and squirrel. Oh hell.
After running away from the taking Carl, we are equipped with our weapons for the run, one of which I really wish I could skip out on. This is also where we have our first real combat of the game. Normally we'd run away here, but thankfully for us, this logging yard has a construction light sitting nearby. We can turn it on and lead the taken into it, safely breaking their shields without using our flashlight. Thank you. There we go. To complete this episode, we need to reach the gas station and defeat Carl Stuckey. We're not going to have a construction light on hand for the fight against Stuckey, so we need to get a different weapon to take him down. That's where these chests come in. Scattered across each level in Alan Wake are torchbearer chests, secret caches of goods that are marked with yellow paint, only visible when lit up by a flashlight. 3 chests in the first episode contain a flare gun, a weapon capable of both breaking taken shields and killing them in one shot. We'll be collecting these flare guns throughout this first level and saving them for our fight with Stuckey. And before any of you say that I'm using the flashlight to find these chests, I had the wiki open while I was playing. I cheated in a different way, thank you. I get my first flare gun in the chest right near the area we fight in, but immediately catch a snag at the logging area further ahead. We need to turn on the generator to progress, but as soon as you get close to the generator, a group of Taken spawn in to attack you. In a normal speedrun of the game, you can ignore these Taken and hit the generator right away, but until now I forgot to mention one additional rule for this run. We must play the game in Nightmare mode. Nightmare mode makes enemies tankier, faster, and harder hitting, which means that these 3 Taken immediately hit you if you try to gun it for the generator. Unlike on easy or normal, you can't outrun them either, and since we can't stun them with our flashlights, there's no actual way of turning on the generator without killing these enemies. So we unfortunately have to use our flare gun to take them out. All right. Oh, that got him. We run through the rest of the level without fighting any more Taken, picking up the 2 flare guns left. Stuckey's fight begins with him standing over the log yard while normal Taken run at you on the ground. To win the fight, you have to take out both Stuckey and his goons, and with 2 flares, we had to make each shot count. To make this work, we lead the enemies attacking us towards Carl and shoot him directly with a flare. It takes 2 flare gun shots to kill Stuckey, but anyone nearby will be killed by 1 shot. So hit 2 clean flare guns onto Stuckey while the Taken are nearby and you clear the fight. Just make sure you clear all the enemies before you finish off Stuckey. No! Just chill. Fuck. Oh, yes! We did it!
Stuckey's body.
Episode 1, complete. Alright, you're in perfect health. I'm missing a week of memories, and my wife is missing. Sounds like perfect to me. After the events at the gas station, we're taken to the Bright Falls Sheriff's Office, where Sheriff Sarah Breaker questions us on what happened overnight. That is, until we suddenly get a phone call. I need to take this. Hello?
We have your wife. If you want to see her again, bring your new fanfic to Lover's Peak at midnight. Do anything stupid and I'll write your wife a new ending.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I need to leave. Can I go?
If I may, Dr. Emil Hartman, I'd like to invite you to stay at my lodge.
You're the guy my wife mentioned.
I invited her here to help. My AI assistants can help solve your...
Hey, take it easy. What the hell are you doing, Wake?
Get your hands off my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his community manager. If you screw with him any more, I'll have you banned on every fan page this side of Google.
It's all right. No harm done, Mr. Wake. My offer still stands.
This is like the Tumblr ban all over again.
Episode 2 has us meet with the kidnapper that claims to have Alice. We go with Barry to a rental cabin where we'll start our run to the top of Lover's Peak. Of the 6 episodes in the game, I thought this one would definitely be the easiest. I was a fool. Immediately, we hit a snag as we head down towards the rental lodge. The manager of the cabins, Rusty, has been attacked by the dark presence just before we got there, and a group of Taken attack us from inside the lodge. This is followed by the Taken form of Rusty attacking us on the other side. The way ahead from the lodge is blocked until you defeat these Taken enemies, and unlike episode 1, we don't have any flare guns in the level to use. The only way to progress is to find a way to kill these enemies without using our flashlight. But how? Transfer. Wait! Do they get... They do! We have our answer. Come on. Yeah! Oh my god, I forgot about those. We can do this without having to use a flashlight.
Historical artifacts.
Please. Yeah! It worked! Holy fuck. With environmental kills on the table, we can now bait enemies we need to kill into either electrified wires or off of ledges to take them out. No need to flashlight them. Thank you. After clearing Rusty, we run through the next groups of Taken without any I dodged. Without any Oh no! Without any... Ow. Ooh. First try. These runs away from Taken aren't the easiest thing in the world. Nightmare mode makes these Taken too fast to avoid. So your option for keeping ahead of them is to sidestep towards your goal while dodging whenever they swing at you. The problem with that is that dodging in Alan Wake fucking sucks! Okay, so when an enemy attacks Alan, you can hit the sprint button to dodge away from them. If you hit it at the right moment, you enter a slow-mo that gives Alan invincibility frames for a short duration. Sounds good, right? The only issue with that is the slow-mo is incredibly inconsistent. I can dodge the same enemy's attack around the same time and one will get the slow-mo while the other drops me like a metal pipe sound effect. Once you start stacking up enemies chasing you with different attack speeds at different moments, you get quickly overwhelmed and frustrated. Oh my god! These chases up until now were difficult, but manageable. The next run, however, reached a bit of a breaking point. We have to run down this hill, around the corner, cross the bridge, past the campground to make it to this light near the end of this section. 2 groups of Taken ambush you on this path, both including a large Taken, who does more damage and is harder to kill. The only solace we have in this area is a generator in between the ambushes at the end of the bridge. But we can't activate this generator. Every enemy, including the large Taken, can keep up with Alan since he runs like your average League of Legends player. That means we have no checkpoint to get through this section. I tried getting them off the ledge, didn't work. Tried to use the phone's electric sparks to kill them, it went away when I got close. I tried to just gun it to the safe zone, but I got caught by somebody every single time. This was the first real challenge of the run. I spent over an hour trying to run through this area again and again and again, and failing. Oh god damn it. Fuck it, what does a speedrun do? Crazy. No shot! Unfortunately, but I can dodge and maybe jump over. Yes? He did it! We 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 did it! After hopping onto the cable car, we get knocked off by a group of birds and attacked by Taken, only to be saved by Mott, who is also the kidnapper. We lost our gun on the drop, so the only one who can kill the Taken here is Mott. Normally, this would be a challenge-ending problem, but we get arguably one of the most valuable tools on our run at the start of this area. Okay. The flare. A flare, when used, lights up an area around Alan that burns any Taken within its vicinity. This changes everything. After this point, flares will be available in every level going forward, giving us a reliable way to kill Taken. All we have to do is get through this section with Mott holding the gun, and we'll be great.
Give me the goddamn gun!
Oh my god! No! This is the final fight you have to face in the Mott section. It is a wave defense where we have to clear out 3 waves of enemies to trigger the cutscene out of the area. The lead up to this lookout platform include multiple groups of enemies we must use our flares on so that Mott can kill them. We do get a lot of flares throughout, but I only ended with 6 left as we start this fight. The first wave is 2 normal Taken and 1 fast Taken. Fast Taken hit you twice in one strike but are easier to kill, so 1 flare can break their shields. But normal Taken can often survive 1 flare, so to get through the first wave we have to use 2 flares. The second wave is more fast and normal, so we have to use 2 more flares. This leaves us 2 flares for the last fight, which includes a large Taken. The large Taken take 3 flares to kill. There's no other flares, are there? I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do. Fuck. This is the beginning of the worst fight in the game. We have to save as many flares as possible to use on the last big Taken, which means killing both the first and second wave with the same 2 flares. That challenge presents a new problem. I have to survive the first wave. The easiest way to survive the first wave without killing them was to train them outside of the platform, which worked, but to use flares efficiently, I had to get the enemies together against a wall where they couldn't walk out of my flare. The only place to do that was the platform, and getting them all on the platform has an entirely different problem. Normal Taken throw projectiles when far enough away from Wake, and won't approach unless you get close to them. So if I lead the Taken off of the platform, it's next to impossible to get them back on. That means for this to work, I need to survive the first wave while staying on the platform and baiting the normal Taken in. A task easier said than done. It does not end when you make it to the second wave either. Mott needs to shoot the Taken, but he doesn't prioritize Taken without shields. He'll keep shooting the targets that aren't broken while you're getting shanked in a back alley. Ah! Even worse, Mott's shots knock enemies back, and sometimes he knocks them back into you. And if you successfully outlast the first wave, successfully burn through the second and first, successfully have Mott kill the right Taken, and successfully reach the third wave with 3 flares, you still need to perfectly use 3 flares on the last wave to burn through the big Taken shield and knock out the rest. Give me the goddamn gun, they're coming. Get with the program, Wake. Get with the program, Wake. Why aren't you getting with the program, Wake? Why aren't you getting with the fucking program, Wake? This was a nightmare. Much like the difficulty, and there was no way around it. The only way to get through this hell of a battle was to quiet down, lock in, and play the best Alan Wake in my life. This is where we start using them. No! Focus your own man. Oh my god, Mott. Oh my god. I broke him with my flashlight. I broke him with my flashlight.
Them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
It didn't work. After hours of the same fight, I could not beat it. So I turned off the stream and went to bed. The problem was that I didn't have enough flares to reliably use against each wave. 6 just didn't cut it. So if I wanted to beat this area, I needed to get more flares into the final fight. The next day, I turned on the stream and restarted the episode, working my way back to the Mott section with one goal: more flares. I carefully used as few flares as I could against the mandatory Taken, but conserved any that weren't required to progress. There's actually a small wave defense at the staircase right before the final fight that I thought had to be cleared before the path would be opened. But after dodging long enough, Mott opened up the stairs without any Taken killed. This left me with 9 total flares to use at the lookout platform, more than enough to kill the large taken. It still took a good hour to beat this section, even with the extra flares, but after gathering everything I could, it was only a matter of time.
All you had to do was kill a Mott.
Yes! Yes! After the fight, we get into an argument with the kidnapper. He wants the rest of the manuscript from Wake, but Wake, like a dumbass, punches him off the ledge. The rest of the episode sees us running back through the forest to help Barry fight off a group of birds attacking their cabin. Which, to be clear, are ravens, not crows. Don't get me and them confused. The run towards Barry drained me of my flare supplies, but thankfully there is a flare gun with plenty of ammo plus extra flares to use to take out the large birds and finish the episode. Episode 3 kicks off with the duo heading to a trailer park to find the remaining pages of our mystery manuscript. Rose, the waitress from the beginning, claims to have it, so Barry and Alan head to collect them. Hello?
I'm coming for you, Cassandra Clare.
Cassandra who?
Oh, Alan Wake, the writer. Hi.
Hey, this tastes like ass.
Look, Rose, I really need my manuscript. Do you have it?
You look just like my Alan Wake body pillow.
Oh god, not one of these.
Al, I think there's Tylenol in the...
Will you be my new body pillow?
Ah! That's the last time I do a fan meet.
Put your hands in the air, E.L. James. Agent Nightingale, FBI. I'm taking you in. Don't you move up. He's resisting!
A possessed Rose drugged Alan and Barry inside of her trailer, and now the episode really starts off with us running from the cops as the darkness rages through the night. We do get a new obstacle to cover here in the shadow-covered gateway that blocks our path. This is an unavoidable barrier that we have to burn through to progress. This particular barrier can be broken with a flashlight, but we don't have one in this section. Not that we want to. We have to use this spotlight instead to burn it out. Hopefully, we won't run into any of these barriers with only a flashlight available to us. More Taken arrive to fight us like usual, but this episode introduces the newest tool to us, flashbangs.
Think fast, chuckle nuts!
There we go. I don't gotta describe this one, it's right on the tin. Moving through the forest towards the nearby radio tower got off without many issues, but the struggle at the lookout made sure I stayed conservative with my supplies going forward. I tried to only use the flares or flashbangs when I needed to, much like your average RPG player keeping health potions until the final boss. Past the radio station, there is an old shack that we can avoid, but I really wanted to get some energy burned off, and there happened to be some construction lights nearby, so... That's bad. We go to a nearby train depot to hopefully find a car, crossing underneath a bridge where we encounter our newest enemy, the environment.
Pursuing me was growing stronger.
Oh shit.
And it was taking over.
Dodging the flying barrels, we make it to the depot, but awaiting us on the other end was our next boss fight. It's a tractor, we're fighting a tractor. This giant piece of farming equipment has a huge shield we have to burn through, but thanks to playing conservatively, we were able to save plenty of flares and flashbangs to use against this John Deere. One more. There we go, nice. Hopping in a car, Alan heads to a coal mine where he was meant to meet the kidnapper, who then makes him run to another lookout to meet him. Lover's Peak, Mirror Peak, this game is just peak after peak. We bang up some Taken, dodge flying debris, and fight our way through the coal mine buildings with the help of some useful red barrels. This lets us gun it through the woods towards an old ghost town inhabited by old, angry vehicles. The car's angry. Car's angry. I'm gonna be honest with you, the rest of this level was pretty straightforward. We dodge possessed objects throughout the town, do an odd puzzle in a nearby cave, and fend off some Taken in a rundown building. All of these largely posed no issue for us outside of the normal. But while we got through the episode okay, the meetup with Mott hardly goes the way we hoped it would. Oh, Jesus.
Alan, Did you know the word strawberry has 2 R's in it?
Alice?
Ah, lovely. The writer is back.
Hartman.
You're okay, Alan. I placed you under a sedative. You've been hallucinating your dead wife, but that's normal in the AI process.
You bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Rest now, and we'll get back to work soon.
Alan wakes up inside of Cauldron Lake Lodge, home to Emil Hartman's wacky writer's clinic. It's here where we get our next reprieve from all the action. Finally out of the kidnapper plotline, Alan finally has to face a threat greater than the darkness itself, his schizophrenia medication.
Your wife is dead, Alan. You've been hallucinating her while staying at my clinic. Do not worry. With our latest AI models, we will have a perfect AI replica of Alice for you soon enough.
I'm going to stretch you out like a pool noodle.
That is very specific. Oh, dear, I must go check on that. Please keep the Anderson brothers company, Alan, while I do so.
I want to stretch that guy out like a pool noodle. Oh, he'd love to fish out our art, train it on some machine, but he ain't got a clue. He doesn't know what kind of fan fiction we're stuck in.
You know about the story.
You bet we do. You need to go to our farm, sonny. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! The way to end your story is at the farm. Everything you need to know. Go find that message. We'll deal with that geezer. And don't forget to have some moonshine.
Our new friends, the Anderson brothers, help make enough noise for us to find Barry, collect the manuscript pages, and watch Emil disappear, where he definitely will not get stretched out like a pool noodle. After recovering our training data, Alan and Barry have to escape the clinic as the dark presence closes in. We don't have a flashlight in the indoor section, so the puzzles and avoiding the darkness here doesn't pose much of a threat. The problems arrive in the hedge maze just outside the clinic. Here we have to get past a particular threat in Emil's muscle, Birch. Up until this fight, we are pretty limited on ammo and supplies we can use to take out Birch, and we have a flock of birds attacking us during this section. There is a flare gun behind Birch, but it isn't enough to one-shot him. So what do? We just walk by. The door out of this area is wide open. You can just leave. Big, 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 big. That's huge. The real problem comes at the end of the maze. A wave defense where you have to fend off an endless group of Taken while waiting for Barry to open the gate out of there. This time you're left in very limited space with all types of Taken together, and more limited supplies to deal with them. This section can be annoying to play normally, and yeah, it sucks just as much here. Thankfully, you're not required to kill any of the enemies, so using my experience from the Mott fight, I zombie trained the Taken until Barry finally opened the door. I gotta get to the Anderson farm.
Oh, no, you're barking mad. We gotta get straight out of this hellhole.
They still have Alice. Cauldron Lake has the power to turn art into reality. It turned my fan fiction of Alice and I into a nightmare, but I never finished it. I need to write the ending of that story to save Alice.
Al, you haven't finished a single fanfic since I started moderating for you. You ain't gonna be able to make one up now. Get with the program, Wake. Get with the program, Wake. All right, that was really uncalled for.
Once the two are separated by the car crash, Alan and Barry each make their own way to the Anderson farm to find out how they can defeat the dark presence and save Alice. We get a small hiccup on the way down to the farm by another shadow-covered barrier. Thankfully, like the last one, we can use a different light source to burn through it. Our journey the rest of the way to the farm goes off without any major troubles, all the way until we meet back up with Barry. This is the coolest part of the game, hands down. Another wave defense is on our hands, backed by the Poets of the Fall singing through the speakers. We have to survive waves of Taken atop the Old Gods of Asgard stage. We get a ton of tools to fight off the Taken with here, plus Barry using the stage to break the shields for us, making this one of the few areas we actually get to fight in. But the most efficient way is to wait for Barry to activate the spotlight in the center to clear the entire wave.
Well, this sucks.
We open the rest of the way through the farm, burn up another piece of farming equipment, and finally reach the farmhouse at the end. Episode 4, complete.
Why'd they put this in a song? They could have just told us this.
It has to mean Cynthia Weaver.
Yeah, okay.
That weird lamp lady in the town. We'll find her in the morning.
If we gotta stay in this rocker farm, I ain't doing it sober. Care to join me?
Barry, we can't be... Yeah, what the hell? As the two drink their night away, Alan falls into a dream from his past. The night at the cabin, we learn that Alan had been tricked by the Dark Presence into writing a fanfiction about himself. A story that made the darkness a Mary Sue that Spock and Spider-Man both wanted to marry. But what this evil entity didn't know was that a fanfic author never finishes their stories. It was me. I wrote it.
That's right, Marissa Meyer, and you're gonna fix it.
Ow. I feel like I just read 50 Shades Freed.
What in the hell are you doing, Nightingale? What crimes has he even committed?
Oh, I've got a crime for you. How about conspiracy to murder a federal agent? I've read it all in your little manuscript, Andy Weir. How I'm supposed to die a minute from now. How I'm gonna sit here and demand you change the story and give me a chiseled jaw. I know it all.
Agent Nightingale, this is insane! Wake?
Lady, this is part of his fanfic. He's making it come true.
If this was part of that story, you'd be dead by now.
That's 'cause I ain't gonna let it happen, Stephen King. You're gonna change the story and you're gonna give me a chiseled... Wait a minute. Ah!
Am I next?
No.
Cool. Let's get out of here.
Welcome to episode 5, better titled as the Shit Gets Real chapter. Now we must work with Barry and Sheriff Breaker to fight off the Dark Presence in Bright Falls and reach the one woman in town capable of helping us defeat it. Fighting our way through the town does present us with the problem of not having any flares or flashbangs. But this problem is quickly alleviated by the best companion in the game, Sheriff Breaker. Pop him. Nice. Breaker is fully equipped with a shotgun and flashlight. She's able to take out any Taken by herself and will actually kill vulnerable targets unlike this dipshit. The run through Bright Falls mainly consists of managing the crowds of Taken while letting Sheriff Breaker do the brunt of the work. And hey, it ain't us using the flashlight, so fair's fair. After letting Breaker kill a horde of Taken, we eventually get to meet up with Barry. Barry Allen.
Yes,
Not Barry Allen, Barry Wheeler. Together we make our way to a helicopter at the edge of town, but before we can leave we have to do our favorite thing in the game, a wave defense. Man, I haven't done any of these before! Barry and Breaker don't assist for this defense, but with spotlights and explosive barrels scattered around, plus plenty of supplies available on the ground, we are able to fend off the horde with little issue. How did I not dodge that? With little... No, no! Oh, we're done. First try. We fly off on the helicopter to meet Cynthia Weaver, but Alan gets knocked out of the helicopter just short of the power plant we are meant to meet her in. This leads us on a run to the plant while fighting off Taken on the way there, which features the worst helicopter spotlight I have ever seen in my life. No, god damn it. You have guns up there. Shoot them.
Hold it right there, Fed.
Wait, I'm not a Fed.
Prove it.
I'm a celebrity writer. I've done more coke than Willie Nelson's done weed.
About time another celebrity came into town. I need the help of a young man like you to complete my next drug run. We'll go get my stash.
Okay, I'll tell my partners to meet us there.
Hey Al, Sarah's letting me fly the helicopter.
What?
I'm gonna do a backflip.
Barry, don't you dare.
Oh God!
The final run of the episode sees us save Barry and Sarah from their helicopter crash and make a mad dash to the dam where the tool to defeat the Dark Presence currently rests. There's a lot of enemies to fight off here, but with Barry and Breaker, there's not much for you to do among them. They're not even fighting me.
A little help here.
Nah. Once we get separated from our team, we had one more dash atop the dam to cover. There's a spotlight at the start we have to use to wipe out a group of Taken, but afterward it's a pure run from the Dark Presence all the way across the dam. Reaching Barry and Breaker at the other half brings us to the end of episode 5.
This is where I keep all the good stuff. One run of this stash will make us... Where the hell are my drugs?
It's here, in an old shoebox. The tool I need to break through the darkness. A way to end this nightmare of a fiction.
Did we come this whole way just to get a fidget toy?
Don't ruin the moment, Sarah.
I never thought I'd see you write an ending, Al. Good luck.
Wish me luck.
I just did.
And now we reach the final and 6th episode of Alan Wake. Alan, equipped with a light switch, must flick the lights back on within the center of Cauldron Lake. To do this, we must make a huge run across the Washington Mountains to reach the lake, all while the Dark Presence seeks to take us out. This journey will have us drive down old country roads, cross bridges, inexplicably find more cars to drive across more roads, destroy even more construction equipment, and drive across more roads. Wait a minute. After everything we have struggled with, the battles we have overcome, the struggles we have suffered, this final journey shows us the growth we have gone through in this game. With every tool now available to us and the knowledge we have gathered, every encounter in the final episode no longer hinders us. We started this journey lost, alone in the dark, unable to find our way forward. But through hard effort, learning, and lots of flares, we have made it to our last dance.
Echo scenes to seek out again and again until I figure it out to bring this song to its end.
Yes! We've done it! We've done it!
Come back to bed and I'll make you forget him.
Wait a minute. Doesn't the ending use a flashlight?
Come back to bed, Tom.
No. 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 The only way to interact with these is with a flashlight. Shit. The very last gameplay sequence of Alan Wake as you interact with the words around you to create the path forward in the dark place. The only way to progress forward is to shine your flashlight on them. That's it. I don't have a workaround for these. There's no glitch to get past them, no alternate way to shine a light on them. You only have your flashlight and you have to use it. We got through the entire game without using the flashlight until the very last moment. This is the only time in Alan Wake where you have to use a flashlight to break a barrier to progress. Wait a minute. We weren't supposed to show this one. Wait. Okay, so at the end here, I have to admit something. I lied. Several times throughout this video, we have had to open the path forward by shining a light on something blocking it. But I have only shown 2 of those barriers that we could destroy without a flashlight. 2 barriers out of 10. There are 4 total words you have to flash in the ending sequence to complete the game. 2 shadow barriers in episode 4 that require a flashlight to pass, another similar barrier in episode 3, and a barrier that requires a flashlight at the very start of the game. This tutorial where the game shows you how to fight the Taken? Yeah, you can't progress past this until you break this Taken shield with your flashlight. There are no skips past any of these barriers, no way to make something else break them. Trust me, I have tried. To complete the game of Alan Wake, you must use your flashlight a grand total of 8 times. So can you beat Alan Wake without a flashlight? No, you can't. And I knew that from the very start of this challenge.
You will never save her, Wake. Without me as your Mary Sue, you will have nothing. Another will take your place and write me back to the Sue I was born to be.
Mary said who? To fixate on the past is to forfeit the future you have yet to write, whether it be fan fiction or reality. The story must have its end. To deny it that end is to never again see a new beginning.
Alan? Alan?
Even though we couldn't complete Alan Wake without ever using the flashlight, we got through the entire game, every fight, every encounter without ever needing it, and only used it when the game forced me to. And when we did use it, I didn't use the boost out of protest. So while I couldn't beat Alan Wake without a flashlight, I think I did a pretty good job proving how much you can do without it. And maybe if someone watching this video is interested, they too could try this challenge and find ways of avoiding these mandatory uses where I couldn't. Or just do it faster. This took me 12 hours. So while this journey didn't have the ending I wanted, it still had one to give. And maybe, just maybe, the next journey could offer a more satisfying conclusion. So, like, are you gonna do this with Alan Wake too? Ah!